Welcome to the program, Brad Munford and Brad Norwood. We have the Dueling Brads here as we are talking about dueling for humanity. And we need to learn all about this, but you guys are the West Des Moines Leadership Academy members that are joining us here. Now, what is going on? What is Dueling for Humanity?
Well, Dueling for Humanity is an event that we're throwing this Thursday from 5 to 8 at the Blue Moon Piano Bar here in West Des Moines. Each year, the Chamber of Commerce put together a leadership academy, which they select different members of the community from different companies to come together and learn a little bit more about leadership. And they learn that through the lens of a fundraiser. You learn to apply your new leadership skills through a fundraiser. This year's class, we decided to have West Des Moines Human Services as our beneficiary, and the ultimate thing that we're doing, or what this is all leading up to, is our event this Thursday at the Blue Moon Piano Bar.
That is awesome. This is really easy because now we can just say Brad and we cover both of you guys. So,
Yes,
so Brad, what was so exciting about you getting involved with this organization?
The Leadership Academy, it's just been great. You know, Carol and Gina have done a great job at the Chamber providing an awesome curriculum for us. So learning a lot of different skill sets to make us better in the community, make us better at our workplace, and then, like Brad said, just kind of ultimately leading up to, you know, doing something like a philanthropic event for the community of West Des Moines. So, you know, the new connections you make, the curriculum, the different things that you get to see, and the different opportunities that you get have been awesome. And we're super excited for that to kind of all culminate on Thursday for the event.
That is great. Now, tell us a little bit about the organization that we're going to be helping out here and talking about.
Yeah, so we're going to be helping out West Des Moines Human Services, and Althea and her crew down there do so many awesome things for the community of West Des Moines. They really cover a very wide variety of things from
so let's talk about the housing solutions.
Yeah,
okay.
So the housing solutions, so they do things for people to keep them in their houses, whether it be rental assistance for people who are having a hard time with utilities or things of that nature.
Okay.
And then they also help people who maybe need some help staying in their houses by providing services such as lawn care, snow removal, things of that nature, yes, to keep them in their houses as long as possible.
Okay, that is awesome. Now, also talking about food and personal care pantry is involved here too. How important is that?
It's very important.
And we're talking West Des Moines, right?
Well, we're talking West Des Moines, but it's not solely to West Des Moines. They focus mostly on West Des Moines.
Okay.
However, it does reach out to all over the metro
so
area.
let's talk about the food and personal care pantry.
Yeah, food and personal care. What it is that individuals that have a hard time eating, providing for their family, they can come and get vouchers. And I believe it's once or twice a month they can come to a pantry that's within the West Des Moines Human Services building and basically go grocery shopping. They can get carrots with those points. They can get anything from, you know, diapers and anything that you can need to take care of your basic needs for the home. There's also a clothing pantry that also allows people to come in and clothe themselves, and they really work on trying to change the perception that poverty is not in West Des Moines. There's kind of that perception, and it is here, and it is real.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere, yes, sir. And we want to. They really are trying to help those people that are in need, to get them this leg up so that they can continue on in their lives and move forward.
Now, Brad, how have you seen this affect families personally?
I mean, I think one of the big things in West Des Moines, another service that they provide too, is they have a very large ESL program, so English as a second language. So really what it helps do is, you know, there's a lot of families here that have very educated people from other areas of the world that come to this community that they're educated, but they just struggle with the English language. And so that's one of the services they provide to kind of help them, bring them into the workforce and bring their families the type of income that they might have been getting in a different country where they're very highly educated, and just kind of you know, getting them into our community to do
kind of the
things.
bridge.
Yeah, exactly.
Building the bridge for communication,
100%.
which is as important as anything else. Also want to talk about the elderly and transportation aspects of this too, because you guys have that covered too, don't you?
Yes, sir. Actually, with Human Services, again, our beneficiary, they have a program to help seniors stay in their houses longer. That's kind of a generational need, or that's something that they would like to do, is stay in their home as long as possible. That's where they have been their whole life, and they're comfortable.
That's what they're accustomed to. Yeah.
Right, and so the services that are provided would be something such as providing meals. They also provide transportation, so come get you, take you to doctor's appointment, to the grocery store. And then there's also a maintenance side of it. Help you paint your house, help you maintain your house, come cut your grass, things of that nature. And so they also have a program that they can help those elderly people stay in their homes a lot longer, and it's a great
How
thing to
important
do.
is that? Now, we're
Yes, sir.
talking about elderly people staying in their homes, but you also have some services provided, or the organization has some services provided for those people that might be handicapped. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yep. So anything along the same lines, whether it be transportation, whether it be the home services, any of those things that they need to stay in their homes and kind of help battle those disabilities, that's all something that they provide.
So this is all what the culmination of where the funds that we're raising are going to be helping out this organization, and it just has to make both you Brads feel awesome to be able to be part of this whole solution, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And the one thing I do want to point out is that this is a very important year for Human Services. It's their 40th year of operation.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
And as a part of this, our class, the leadership class, we wanted to raise up to $40,000 in commemoration of their 40th year of
What a
operating,
great
helping
goal.
people in West Des
What
Moines.
an awesome goal to try to
Yeah.
achieve.
And
now, do you think that's within our wheelhouse? Do you think we might be able to pull this off?
I think we might be able to pull it off, but of course need a little bit of help, and we would love to have as many people come to our event this year. It's a great event. It's not only just a typical Blue Moon night,
Right.
but we also have Tony Bodenkamp
That's
going to be
the
playing
man
for us.
right there.
Yes.
When it comes to pianos, you got to have
Yes.
Tony there.
He's going to be there. He's our headliner, and he's been very, very nice in coming to support this cause. We have a lot of different companies bringing money or donating as well too.
Let's let you rattle some of
Yep.
those off there, Brads.
Yep.
Yes, Macinich, IMT, Joseph Jewelers, Stratus Building Solutions, R&R Realty, West Bank, Whitfield Netty. I mean, we have so many. It would be impossible to sit here. We've had a ton of awesome sponsors. A lot of people making personal donations, buying tickets to the event. The support behind the event has actually been very overwhelming.
All right, so either one of the Brads, they tickle the ivories at all, or did you dabble in that for Thursday's activities or not?
No, I'm going to stay away from that because I want people to have a good time. So I'm going to stay away from
But Brad,
it.
you kind of want, yeah, but I might do it occasionally.
Well, I have a good time. I'm not talented with the ivories
Oh,
at all,
I think you should go up against Tony.
well, I'll just bang on the keys. And we'll see what happens.
That'll be fun. Okay,
Yeah.
let's review again what's going on Thursday, because this is the big one. We want to get a lot of people out there
Yes, sir.
dueling as in dueling piano,
Yes, sir.
dueling for humanity.
Yes, Dueling for Humanity. It's this Thursday, May 2nd, from 5 to 8 o'clock at Blue Moon Piano Bar here in West Des Moines. Tony Bonenkamp's our headliner.
That's awesome.
We are tickets, individual tickets are $75. We also have sponsorships that are available for corporation businesses
do?
that would like to advertise
Really?
and become a part of this.
Okay.
That can be found on our Facebook page. Just look for Dueling for Humanities, or you can also go to the West Des Moines Human Services website, and you can find our link there as well too.
No, I think-
We're taking money at the door. You can go through our link. We'll take any amount that you would give, $5, $10, $25, whatever you would give goes to a great cause.
Man, go ahead.
We've also had a lot of people donate things for. We're going to do a raffle. So included with your tickets and sponsorships, you get raffle tickets. So we're going to have a big raffle, and there's a lot of great things in there. So,
You know anything off the top of your head that you can rattle off for the raffle?
oh my goodness.
Actually, the big thing that caught my attention is that with Honey Creek, the resort,
Right, it's a great place.
they have
Yeah.
a 2-night stay, 2 rounds of golf. That they're giving, along with a lot of other golf goods, as
A lot
far
of
as
perks to go
a
along
lot of perks
with
to
it.
go along with it. Unfortunately, I can't be in that raffle, but I would be if I could. If I could.
No, I
yes.
think you guys are going to have a great time again. But if people want to get more information on this, you think the best place is the Facebook page?
Yes, sir.
It's on our Facebook, Dueling for Humanity on Facebook.
Brads, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys both being here. Thank you so much.